You like that little intro, don't you?
It was sweet.
It was good, that.
Yeah.
Al, how are we, mate?
I'm good, mate. You?
Yeah, I'm good. We have made it to our second week, which officially makes us an established podcast.
Fucking fantastic, isn't it?
We're on a roll, mate. We are on a roll. But how are you? Been busy this week?
Not really. Just the usual. Trade's been decimated, as you know. Shit happens. Bit of private work here and there. But other than that, I'm taking a bit of a relaxed period out of the cab.
Oh, just online doing what it is that you do.
Yeah, and obviously being a father to my child.
Oh, yeah. That's nice and important. Right, obviously, Al, we have got a big session of football talk to get through. Just
a bit.
But before we do that, I want to ask you something a little bit personal, something different for all of our millions of new podcast fans. Millions. Shout out all you lot. So, obviously, people looking in might think that me and you don't know each other, that we've just done this because we talk football online and you
got beards and all that, yeah.
And you do what you do. But obviously, we've been friends for a long time and we would, to me, you're just Aaron.
Yep.
Yeah, we would go to Hackney Wick because that's what we do for an Italian. Yeah. Spinach and egg, Peroni, wallop.
Run by Italians as well.
Exactly, because that's just what we do, get in there, speak about AC Milan and Inter. But obviously, to everybody else, you are crazy ginger cabbie. So what I want to know is, have you had any feedback from the podcast last week of people saying it's interesting and different to see you in a different light, to see you maybe be a little bit more serious rather than just slagging every John off?
Yeah, everyone's a John. But yeah, it is. The feedback's been quite nice. Most people have said like it's refreshing to have a podcast, let's say, talking about football in general, where we're not trying to be over analytical. Is that the terminology?
Yeah, that's a good word.
Cheers, mate. And like trying to be someone that we're not. Do you know what I mean? Like all it is just pals talking the way we would in a fucking pub. The only thing we're missing is the beer and the peanuts.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you are out there and you want to sponsor us a couple of beers and
peanuts, send them. Yeah, get at me.
Yeah, dry roasted. Maybe some chili puffs.
Cashews. I'm working out at the minute.
It's been nice because everyone that sees me in the cab, it's Ginger Cabbie. You give it a look and they're like, "You fucking wanker." But it's all part of the banter, do you know what I mean? But it is nice to have some people slide into the DMs and message you and just say, "Oh, look, that's quite refreshing. It's nice to see a different side of you, and you're not like that sweary, shouty fucking geezer in the cab all the time." So it's nice to have.
Yeah, I bet. Because when I get noticed, because I do.
Yeah, I was going to say, do people would expect you to throw pillows at them in the street?
Basically, they just come up to me and go, "How's your nan? Like, have you smashed her gaff up? Is she all right?" And it's like, I don't just do that. That ain't just what I'm about. But
I thought you was going to say smash her gash up.
If anyone ever said that to me, they're getting the dig. But yeah, people come up to me and that's what they automatically assume. That's the first thing they say. So when somebody gets in your cab, i.e. when you was doing your Christmas tours.
Oh, yeah.
Did they expect Crazy Ginger Cabbie for the whole way through that tour? Or was it difficult for you to try and flip in between?
It is difficult because I think a few people did sort of like, I know people that I had in the cab that know me, know a mutual friend and whatever, they would say behind me back or like to their friend, they would say, "Yeah, he wasn't what he is on the screen," sort of thing. And I'm like, well, I can't be fucking johnning everyone off and swearing all the time because you got 6 and 7-year-olds in the back. Oh, they shouldn't even be on the tour. Do you know what I mean? But that's the thing is that it's very hard to like you got to know your crowd. It's like if I was to do stand up, like my crowd really, my people. Like Essex and the South East and all that, because it's very sort of same, very similar. So I done a stand-up gig in Southend, my first one ever.
In Southend?
Yeah.
That's a bit rough, mate, isn't it? You're taking a risk.
Yeah, I know.
In Southend?
I thought I'd go knee deep. So yeah, done it in a gaff there. There's only about, I don't know, 30-ish people there, and it was like new acts doing like stand-up stuff, like new material. So I've done my bit. It went pretty well for a first gig. Fucking gig. So bad, isn't it? And a few guys come up to me at the end of it and was like, "Mate, that was brilliant, fantastic, da 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 da."
Yeah.
And then I'd done the same gig in Old Street. Old Street, no offence to you, they're not my people. They're not my bag. They're not because it was my International Women's Day sketch that I done. You know, where I take the piss out of all the birds that go on about International Women's Day.
That's not going to go down well in Old Street, is it?
No, because definitely not. No. But you just got, as I say, you just got to know your crowd. So you got to know the people in the back of the cab. It's all well and good them getting in the cab in front of their kids and they're swearing in front of their own kids. All right, you do what you want to do, but I feel that I can't do that. Even if they say, "Yeah, mate, say what the fuck you want," like they ain't, like they've heard it all before. I'm still
not going to do it.
I still want to carry myself well. But on the Christmas lights tours, it's like I even had people in other cabs like doing their tours, and they were like, "Are you that fucking YouTube fella?"
How do other cabbies take you? That's a good question.
It's a fucking bastard of a question, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, that wallet. Wait, let me press the right button. That was the wrong button.
Was that? It don't matter. Other cabbies. I get most abuse. I get. Let's put it this way: most abuse I get, and I mean like this, and I don't mean abuse as if like, oh yeah, you fucking silly ginger prick, that type of stuff, like friendly banter. The abusive stuff is from cabbies.
Oh really?
Most of it is from cabbies. Yeah, I've had cabbies pull me to one side while I was eating dinner, saying to me, "I think you're being detrimental to the trade. You don't paint us in a good light. You're not doing us a fucking service and all that." And I'm like,
well, why have I got to do you a service?
Why have I got to justify myself to you? The people that I talk about are my people. It's the people that I'm wrapped around. And then one bloke said to me, "Oh well, yeah, my sister sent me a video and I didn't like it, and like she didn't like it, and this was why everyone gets Uber." Blah. I went, listen. I went, if she's your sister, she should naturally be getting a fucking black cab. It should be pro black cab. Fuck what anyone else says or does. It's like pro black cab. I mean, some cab like pals of mine that are cab drivers. Some of them will probably deep down, they'd never admit it. They're probably deep down, they're probably thinking, "Oh, I think you're just a fucking loudmouth like Larry prick." Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Good luck to you. And they'd probably bitch behind your back and say, "Oh, he swears too much. He does this, he does that."
But you've always been a loudmouth Larry prick.
Of course I have. But this is where I speak my mind on my Instagram. I speak my mind, as you know, face to face. And I think I got that from my mum and dad a little bit. And my mum was like, "Who gives a fuck? Yeah, you'll have best mates and you'll have no mates. If people don't want to be your friend because you're opinionated, let's say, or you're a bit outspoken, who cares?
Yeah, fuck them.
Far too many people in this world moan about fucking worrying about what other people think. If other cab drivers think then that's what I am to you. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. But I can guarantee you, 9 times out of 10, they won't come up to me in the street and be all big and bullshit about it and say something. It's like that if they got to know me, they'd realise you're all right.
Yeah, you're not that bad.
Do you know what I mean? All I'm doing is a general observation on everyday life. I talk about what everyone else talks about in their own homes, down the pub, in the gym. Nobody likes to be disliked. I don't want people thinking bad of me. But then I haven't really done anything to warrant being called a disgrace. You're a mug. You're a fucking prick. This, that, and I think, but really, what have I done?
I feel like this has just turned into a therapy session.
It is a therapy session, isn't it? I'll just start paying you in a minute.
I feel like it's just into one.
Listen, you asked me, as I say, I tell it how it is, and I'll speak my mind. You've asked me a question, I've just given you a fucking honest answer. But, with all said and done, I fucking still love this trade. Yeah. Being a black cab driver, I'll do anything for it. Well, obviously within reason, but I'll go to protest, I'll do anything, I'll promote, which I have done, like UTAG, that's just successfully taken TFL to court, and Adam admitted that in the judging sector that she's said that what TFL done has been a bit they've been a bit naughty. And I was one of the team that went out flyering up ranks and like trying to pass it on to cab drivers. But then you give it to these cab drivers, these are the same geezers that are giving you shit. Yeah. They'll say, "Nah, I'm not signing up to that, I'm retiring next year." Oh, you've had 40 years out of the trade.
Yeah.
But I've only had fucking 4. I want 40 years. But you can't fucking please everyone. Shit happens.
It is. One more question before we get onto football.
You sure?
Yeah. And this is this is only just because you brought it up. And I never knew how many that you'd done too. The gigging stuff. Is that something you'd like to carry on doing?
I would like to, but I mean, people. I've put a post on my Instagram during the lockdown, like last year, and it was. What did I say? I said something like who would come to like a stand-up gig, like with other people. People like jumping all over it. Yeah, lovely. But there's no point if you're going to go and do a gig with like other acts with the potential of having, I don't know, 500 to 600 people in an arena or I don't know, an establishment.
Yeah.
But then because of fucking COVID and these new rules and all that stuff, it's going to be limited to 100 people.
Yeah,
what's the point?
Yeah, there isn't.
I would like to get back into it. Because I think I need to just to build up. I mean, I probably come across as like pretty confident, tell it how it is. But when you're in that situation, you got the lights on you and you got everyone bogging at you.
Oh, it's totally different.
It's honestly nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So I need to keep going to these like stand-up mic events in front of 10 people, 20 people, 50 people, and just keep practicing.
Yeah, 100%. So if there's any gigs out there or whatever you would call them, who want Aaron, please get in touch.
Hi, thanks.
Yeah, let us know. Right, let's talk football. Let's get into it. Where should we start? Because there's a hell of a lot to talk through. Where do you want to go first?
People are probably going to think, oh, look, 2 Arsenal pillars. They're going to talk about Arsenal. I don't think we should start with Arsenal. I think we should
keep it light-hearted.
Keep it light-hearted. Banter. Take the piss. Tottenham.
Oh, Tottenham.
In you get.
Tottenham, you absolute trash bags.
Isn't they bad?
Oh, mate.
Do you know what? With them, it's the same. And do you know what? It's not just the fans. It's the fucking media.
Love them, didn't they?
They hounded out Pochettino, the best thing that they've had at that club for fucking years, since Terry Venables probably. And then you get Mourinho in. Mourinho knows how to win. We're going to win the Carling Cup. We're going to win the fucking FA Cup. We're going to challenge for the league. 8 games ago, we're going to win the league.
Yeah, but they did win the league, didn't they?
Yeah, I know they did, but what I'm saying, that was their league.
Yeah, they won in November though, didn't they? Or was it December?
Both.
Yeah, because they won both months.
I'd say November, that far back. But it's just calm down. Like when they bought Gareth Bale back, or was he on loan or whatever? But everyone was like, oh yeah, him, Son, Kane, quality. We're going to do this, we're going to do that. All right, you could beat Arsenal, that's a given because we're minges at the minute. But it makes me laugh. But I don't know where they go because I've heard that they've had was it Aurier had a bit of a turnout?
With a turnout with Lloris, didn't he?
Yeah. Lloris like us having a punch out with other players when he had it with Son was it last season?
Yeah,
Potter. Come off at half time. No, he went after Son.
Oh, he went after
and he
Son
told him to go and just make a run or whatever it was.
Yeah, that's it.
But yeah, I think they've got. I mean, they go on about Ndombele, good player.
I think he's a very good player.
Yeah.
I do think he's very low, he's got a proper low sense of gravity for someone so big and strong. He's very difficult to get the ball from.
But you got to wrap the right people around him.
Yeah, and they're not doing that.
No, not at all. And but you, I think Mourinho. I don't want to say fucking football's bypassed him because it hasn't. He's very successful. But I just think with that Tottenham side, I just don't think they've got the desire, like the grit. To push on to be challenging Liverpool and Manchester City.
So I must admit, I quite like Højbjerg. I do like Højbjerg. I think he's very good. But I think for the majority of the time they was winning the league and doing so well, they was literally living off Harry Kane and Son.
Yeah.
And you can't maintain that for 38 games.
Look at the figures. What I think was it Kane that had like 11 league goals and 11 assists, and Son had like 12 league goals and 8 assists or whatever it is. It's like. But the ones next to them, behind them,
I've got like 2s and 3s. You can't.
Ain't good enough.
You can't. It's impossible. You cannot maintain that throughout the course of a season. You can't just rely on the same 2 players to get you out of every single situation because it's just not going to work. It's not football.
Yeah, I mean, who else they got that Invictus Games or whatever his name is? What's the geezer's name? The number 9, striker.
Vinicius Junior.
Same
is it
thing.
Vinicius Junior? No, it's not Vinicius Junior, is it? Carlos Vinicius.
That's it.
Yeah, Vinicius Junior is the Real Madrid fella, isn't it? I always get them mixed up.
Yeah.
Always get them.
Bag full of knowledge, mate.
Bag full of knowledge. Fucking hell.
And you got Lucas Moura living off of his like little hat-trick out in Ajax a couple of years ago.
But the Dele Alli thing, like, he's not getting in. And do you know
but something's happened now,
mate,
clearly.
I honestly thought when Mourinho went there, and I can hold my hands up and say this, I was worried about what Dele Alli was going to be under Mourinho because I really was thinking, this geezer could turn him into Frank Lampard here.
Yeah.
And then he started against the West Ham.
Yeah.
And he got his goals and he was going well. So I've got no idea what's happened there.
But that's another thing, like what goes on at Arsenal. It's like you never know what's going on, and you think as fans, you think they should give you something,
just a little bit.
Because Spurs fans, you probably got a big majority of them are blaming Mourinho because of his Chelsea connections, and it's Mourinho.
Yeah.
But then other sections of Spurs fans might blame Dele Alli's attitude, or whatever. Oh, all he's interested in is fucking highlighting. He's here. He don't really care. He's not really bothered. He's on that X amount of money. I think at times football clubs should come out and say, this is what the crack is, this is what's going on. Mourinho don't fancy him because he's a lazy little fucker in training. I ain't playing him.
Would you take him at Arsenal?
Dele Alli?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I would.
I would have. I think he's got a horrible knack of just being in the right place at the right time, and you can't teach that to players.
The reason why I paused is because it was Tottenham.
Yeah.
If it was Liverpool, City, Man United, Chelsea, I'd have been a lot quicker, but because it's Tottenham. But I think he's got that, like you say, he's a goal-scoring midfielder, and he in the right setup with the right players. I mean, look what he done with Pochettino.
Yeah, 100%.
Like he was being muted to go out to fucking Real Madrid with Pochettino because that's where Pochettino's supposed to go. And look what's happened. But he probably needs to move on.
See, I even thought he done it well for England at the...
Yeah.
Was it the World Cup? Yeah, the World Cup.
Yeah, definitely the World Cup.
Yeah, I even thought he done well there. Like I said, he's that knack of just being in the right place.
Yeah.
And you just can't teach that.
You can't coach that. No, that's like a natural ability.
Yeah, I definitely would have took him. So where do you think Tottenham are going to finish?
I think top 6. I do think top 6.
They're not getting top 4, are they?
Not in a month of Sundays, no.
No, they're out of it.
I think they'll be a way off. But yeah, no, not top. Yeah, top 6.
So there's a nice little group of teams now bunching up. We're one of them, but we're not going to include us just yet, yeah, because of them fickle Johns.
Yeah.
But that nice little group that you've got there, Everton, Aston Villa, Leicester, and all that mob. What are you thinking about them?
But I think Leicester will get in the top 4.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Do you know what? I thought that. I said yesterday to my mate in work, who's a Manchester United fan, I said I think Leicester could be a real problem and could potentially be looking at 3rd, 4th, maybe even 2nd. And then they go and lose.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very, very, very true. Didn't they do that last year? Weren't they like 2nd last year?
They were 2nd last year, and then COVID happened, and they come back and they just weren't the same.
Yeah, they melted, didn't they? Yeah.
Completely bottled it. And then I was sitting there the other day thinking, I really think Leicester can do it. You look through their team, and they've got everything you need to push on and get in the top 4.
I think the top 4 is that the 5, 6, 7, 8. You could say 9, 10. The other 6. I'm reaching here because I'm panicking. Arsenal are going to finish 10th. You'd have. Throw West Ham in there because they can win shit games. Honestly, West Ham, but they'll probably go on a 13-game
losing streak.
Yeah. Villa, because if you're talking about Villa, I mean, Grealish can't do it all on his own.
No, he can. He can do the whole thing on his own, mate.
You reckon?
No, obviously, but he's shit up.
But you've got, I would say, Arsenal, Villa in there, possibly Leeds. Like i.e. 9 and 10.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll hopefully get onto this, but Everton, there or thereabouts. Who else we got?
Wolves.
Spurs. Yeah, so I think there's about six teams in there like that will chop and change throughout the season.
Because we all sort of play each other over the next few weeks.
Yeah.
All of us.
Yeah, we're all going to obviously nicking points off each other, but I think the top 4 for me will be like your Liverpool, City, United, Leicester. So I think that will be the Leicester and Man United will be 3 and 4. I think
it's too hard to call this season, isn't it? Because every time
everyone beats everyone, though, don't they?
every time you say someone, every time you think, right,
they let you down.
That team's nailed it.
Yeah.
Like I said, they let you down. Or they go and do something stupid. The only team I can't see slipping up or letting anyone down at the minute is Manchester City. I just think they're shit hot at the minute. I know they're not scoring as many as people would think, but I just think that defence is so solid.
They look solid at the back now, but they've struggled to get like a solid back four since Company left, really.
And that Ruben Dias is very good.
Yep.
And I wasn't anticipating him to be that good.
But look at John Stones. People like he's come back into the fold and he looks.
And I think that's just because of Ruben Dias, because whoever seems to be playing next to him seems to just work. And I weren't expecting him to come in and be this good.
Yeah, that good. Yeah.
But even this year, what's his name stepped up and looks like a new player? That João Cancelo.
Yep.
He weren't this good last season.
No.
That whole back line have just completely stepped up this year.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. So yeah, with regards to Spurs finishing outside the top 4, 5th and 6th, I think, because I think they've still got some quality fucking firepower and their defence. They'll get it. I think they'll get it semi right, much to my detriment and our detriment. But who else have we got? Yeah, I'm fed up of fucking talking about Tottenham. Oh yeah, who surprised me that they've done so bad is Wolves. I think they've underachieved. It's fucking Wolves. But you know when people talk about Nuno being, he should be the new Arsenal manager.
I said that. I actually said that. I actually said I was interested in him, and I probably would have took him, and I still stand by that. That I would still have took him at Arsenal at the beginning when we got Arteta.
Do you not think Nuno's just hit his peak and like that? Maybe with that team, like he can't push them on. Has he got it in him? Listen, look, at Arsenal, we're not a great side. So it's not like he's coming into like bigger and better players.
No. I know. I just feel as well that with Nuno, it might be a little bit harsh, and we'll see now because they've just signed this Willian Jose.
Mm-hmm.
They lost Jimenez. Like, that's a massive deal
True.
to them.
Yeah.
Like, that is their goal scorer. He was their goal scorer. He was their main man. And the thing is, I think that's why Adama Traore fell off a little bit.
Yeah.
Because he's normally getting to the byline and he's putting balls in, and Jimenez is
putting into an area.
And now he's not there. Do you know what I mean? Now they've got that Fabio Silva there, who obviously isn't nowhere near as dominating in the air as Jimenez is. So I think it'll be interesting now to see what Nuno does with this new striker. He's big, he's strong, he can hold the ball up well. He's similar to Jimenez, or judge him when Jimenez comes back.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not writing Nuno off. If it was between him and... If there was still like a couple managers in the league that I would look at and think, yeah, I'd take it, probably would have been him, Brendan...
And Sean Dyche.
I'm never taking Sean Dyche anywhere near my football club. Ever.
Up the gingers.
Where, don't get me wrong though, right? Don't get me wrong. I do not hate Burnley. Right? I do not dislike Burnley, and I do not like Sean Dyche. Because, you see Burnley, right?
Yeah.
Aaron, they spend no money. Like, zero.
Yeah.
They don't buy no one.
Yeah.
And they're consistently a problem. They're not a yo-yo club where you see clubs come up and whack 50, 60 million pound down and they're up and down. Burnley ain't. They're just a competitive football side.
But Stoke were like that until they got bored of Pulis.
Yeah, but Stoke or Stoke, yeah? Fuck Stoke.
Yeah, fuck you. God bless Aaron Ramsey.
Yeah, we're Arsenal fans. We are allowed to hate and detest Stoke.
Bastards!
As for Burnley... No, I don't mind Burnley.
Yeah.
I think they're a very competitive football side. I think they've done very well, especially Sean Dyche. He keeps them competitive against the bigger clubs as well, not just the little club.
Would you take their centre halves?
Ben-Mee and James Tarkowski.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, both of them. 100%.
Ahead of our two at the back at a minute.
And the keeper. Listen, don't get to me started on Arsenal in a minute, because I'm going to go on one with Arsenal.
Yeah, we'll save this,
We'll save this.
Because you are the Arsenal main man. You're normally good cop and I'm bad cop, because I'm quite pessimistic about stuff. So
see, I'm not. I'm very positive. Like, I'm very positive.
Probably OCD positive.
Yeah, well, no, yeah, actually I am. I'm very positive about Arsenal at the minute. But I'll take their two centre-backs, and I will take their keeper. And I'll tell you who else I like.
Keeper.
I'll tell you who else I like from them. And I think if he was in a good side, he'd put up some numbers.
Barnes?
No, definitely not Barnes.
Okay.
Dwight McNeil.
Mate, do you know what? He looks very elegant with that left peg, doesn't he? Doesn't he look nice? Yeah.
And I know you like a left foot. I know you love a left foot.
I was thinking about this the other day on watching Match of the Day. I was thinking, he looks so easy with the ball. And his delivery...
Fantastic.
Yeah, but you look at him and you think he don't suit Burnley.
No, he don't.
He looks like he can play.
He looks like he can play, but they
no
don't
offence
want
to Burnley, like obviously you play, but
yeah.
it is very much like fucking Chris Wood on your trot, second ball in you get.
But that's just the way they play, isn't it? And it works for them. And he does look a little bit out of place. And I think if you put him in a side where actually keep the ball on the ground and can play, I don't think he'd look out of place. I really don't think he'd look out of place at all. Another football side, actually, should have spoke about them because of Spurs, who I actually really like, is Brighton.
You love their right back, didn't you?
Oh, I love to. I mean, there's a couple of Brighton players that I love. I can't lie. Tariq Lamptey, unbelievable. Get me him. Give him whatever they want. Give it to him.
Do you think that that Brighton will be the club to be like, nah, you're going to go abroad?
I feel like Brighton will be like whoever gives the most money, mate.
You reckon?
Yeah, I feel like it. I think teams
they're not that type of club then. Okay, yeah.
I feel like teams down there just want not that they need it or they want it, but like you can't when you're down there, you need it to replace.
Can't turn away 40 mil. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You can't. Him and the other bloke. Get me the other bloke in the middle. Yeah, Bissouma, mate. Anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go slap £80 million on him. Just
who are you dropping in the Arsenal team then?
He's going next to Partey, mate.
Yeah.
You are not going to get the ball off Bissouma and Partey. You are not going to bully them. That is the way forward. Get them.
Where's Granit play then?
Huh?
Yeah, your boy.
Yeah, Granit next in front of them. Don't worry, we'll get Granit in.
They're talking shit.
No, I know. Yeah. But we can rotate the three of them.
Okay.
We can rotate the
Put
three.
Granit left back.
No, we'll work it out.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay. Yeah,
Granit,
just go and get him.
Granit is my boy though. Yeah, Bissouma. I love Bissouma, and I tell you who else is good. And I actually think he deserves a chance at left back, and that's Sully March for England.
It's a shout.
No one's thinking about him. No one's looking at him.
To be fair though, I don't think there's left backs in the England squad that have made it their own.
No, none of them.
Chilwell, no. Cresswell, no.
No.
Luke Shaw, he's like a little fucking pork ball, isn't he?
Mm.
He looks like he shouldn't be chubby.
But he is.
But you look at his face, you think, yeah, you fucking chiseled specimen.
Yeah.
Look at his gut. He's like you know, like Nasri used to look.
Yeah.
Gut.
Yeah.
No pecs, just gut and arse.
No, do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of an armband.
Sorry?
You know, it reminds me of an armband.
How'd you work that out?
Swimming
What,
armband.
in the swimming or not captain's armband?
No, a swimming armband, mate. We just black and it's just.
Oh yeah, just shapes in the lumps in the right places.
That's what he looks like, mate.
Yeah,
Shout
true.
out Luke Shaw. But I do actually think he's been very good this season.
Shaw's been alright. He's stepped it up. But yeah, again, when he had Mourinho as his manager, Mourinho probably saying like, "You're a fat fuck."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cheers, mate.
Yeah.
He's not one of them that like Roy Keane like kick you up the back of the arse and not that there's a front, but yeah, kick you up the arse and be like, "I'll give you abuse." He's one of them that probably needs the arm around the shoulder.
Yeah, definitely.
You're
definitely.
right. You're doing well. You're doing well.
So yeah, I would definitely be thinking of Sully March in that England squad. 100%.
Why not? Do you think Gareth Southgate's got it in him, or do you think he'll be very same, very similar, and put fucking James Milner at left back?
I don't know. We had this conversation last week, didn't we, about who Southgate's going to pick? There's so many.
You never know, do you?
No, there's so many good players in it right now, and it's just such a strange season that anyone could get picked.
Yeah.
But yeah, Brighton, I'd definitely be raiding them for a few players.
Yeah. But that's what annoys you about Arsenal a little bit, is that just clearly they've got something in these players.
Yeah.
No fuckers after them. Just go and get them.
Just go and get them.
Like you say, slap 80 mil here and fucking 40 mil for Lamptey or whatever. How much do you think he's worth?
I don't know, but if we could just if you get Tariq Lamptey, Bissouma, Jack Grealish, we'll be alright, mate.
Jack Grealish,
It's only a few quid.
Yeah, Granit's not getting in the squad then, is he?
It's only a few quid, mate. It's only a few quid.
Grealish, will he be there next season?
Where? Arsenal?
At Villa.
Oh, I thought you got all excited there. Do you know, I think Grealish is one of them. I find it hard to tell with Grealish. I think he's very, very, very motivated as a football player, and he's desperate to win things. Yeah.
Do you think he's got that little bit of Matt Letizia about him?
I don't think he'd leave the club he supports.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't think he will. But I think he's going to be in a real not awkward position, but I think he's desperate to win because you can see that in him. He does. He carries that club. Yeah.
But Villa, yeah. Again, if they get an offer that's fucking, I don't know, £120 million, £100 million, are they going to turn that down? Are they going to be like, well, if we keep Grealish, we might actually win the league? You're not going to win the fucking league, are you? Get the 120 mil. Are you trusting that manager
to do it with the
to deal with the fucking the cash? All right, they spent a shitload of money when they come up.
Yeah. It's a difficult one because money like that can totally change a football club. It doesn't matter who you are. I mean, Liverpool, when they sold Coutinho, wouldn't be where they are now had they not sold that money and invested it properly.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So at some point it has to happen, but I'm talking from Grealish from a personal point of view.
Yeah.
If you
as a fan, yeah.
Yeah, if you said to him, right, you can either leave tomorrow and go and win a trophy or you can stay at Villa, I'd probably put my money on him staying at Villa.
Because it's like, all right, where do I move to? Right, well, you're going to move to Liverpool.
He does seem to love Arsenal a little bit. I can't lie. He seems very close with Saka, and I have seen him call it the carpet.
Yeah. I'd love him at Arsenal. I'd love him to get his fucking theatrics out of the way.
Mm.
I do think he throws himself on the floor a little bit.
I'm all for it, man. Do it. I'm all for it.
Shit happens.
Yeah,
oh, yeah, you used to Bobby Perez, didn't you? Diving mug.
Yeah, let him do it, mate. I ain't complaining about him diving. No problem. Throw yourself about. If a bird threw herself about in front of me, I ain't going to complain. Grealish, knock yourself out, son.
I've got a question for you. We'll do it at the end.
Yeah, go on.
You know we done like the old fucking who'd you take the 2 out of 4 last time. I'm going to save a question for at the end.
Okay.
All right. I don't know the reason fucking why I'm saying it to the end, but it'll knock you.
No, just do it now.
Who's a bigger club? Aston Villa.
Yeah.
Or Leeds?
Aston Villa.
And why's that? Don't say because they won the league in fucking whenever it was.
Because Jack Grealish is there.
Because Jack Grealish is there.
No, I actually don't know, mate.
No?
I actually don't know.
I think that could be one for like the fans, the followers or whatever.
I really don't know because I watched that documentary on Amazon about Leeds, mate, and I mean, that mob take supporting a football club to a whole new level.
Do you know what? I went to when I went to the playoff game against Derby.
The one with Lampard, that one.
Yeah. So I went to see friends Huddleston, Tom.
Oh, friends. Oh, Huddleston friends.
Yeah, went to watch Derby at Leeds. They are fucking nuts, mate.
They're mental, aren't they?
They are mental.
Never been Ellen Road.
What a stadium.
It's on my list.
Honestly, it's one of the best atmospheres I've ever been to.
Where's best atmosphere you have been to? I want the best atmosphere you've been in this country and best atmosphere abroad. And I beef for don't count.
I would say in this country, God, that Leeds is up there. They weren't even my fucking team. Because what it is, when it ain't your team, you're not emotionally involved in it. Do you know what I mean? So it's like you sort of stood back
and watched.
Listened to the Derby fans, and because it's like the old terraces and all that's the old ground, like Ellen Road, how fucking old is it? Do you know what I mean? So the Derby fans were going, the Leeds fans were going, and you just stood back and you was like, it's so loud.
Yeah.
But Leeds didn't stop singing. I know they lost, but they didn't stop. They stayed behind after the game.
And all of the spies are hidden away. There's no need to worry. You'll beat us someday. We beat you at home. We beat you away. Stop crying, Frank Lampard.
You know too many. So.
Way too many.
I'll tell you, one of the best atmospheres I've ever been to was the 0-0 at Highbury.
Yeah.
When we drew with Real Madrid.
Yeah.
That was unreal. That was for a 0-0.
Yeah.
It was the fucking bollocks because obviously we beat them 1-0 away. Come home, and it's like fucking the panic from everyone because you had Ronaldo, Zidane, fucking Figo, Beckham, Roberto Carlos.
You had everyone, didn't you?
All of them, the Galacticos. And I remember the save that Lehmann made. He was out of goal, and it was like an open goal, and Raul hit it with his right foot. It was going in, and Lehmann was running back to the goal, and he sort of like put his arm out like that, and he pushed the ball away, and it was just fucking it was pucker. So probably Arsenal, Real Madrid, Leeds is up there. For noise, I would say sort of non-Arsenal was Man United when we lost in the FA Cup. I think was it Aguero got sent off?
Oh yeah.
I think we lost 3-0 or 4-0.
I was up there for that one. I was for 4-0.
Yeah, and I fucking left early. It was like 3-0. I left early.
I couldn't leave early because I was coming home on a coach. So
I left early. I parked my fucking car in his car park. Some wanker parked across me bonnet. I was fucking fuming.
Only you, innit?
Fucking fuming. He was the last geezer out of Old Trafford and all.
Yeah,
and he just come out and went, "Oh, sorry, mate.
Yeah.
Sorry." What else was good? The whole FA Cup was good.
Oh, yeah.
Because obviously 2-0 down.
Yeah.
And then we could have gone fucking 3-0 down if Kieran Gibbs went on the line, had a header.
Was, my stadium over here, probably the loudest. The loudest is probably Sunderland.
I've never been Sunderland.
Yeah, they were loud fuckers, mate.
Yeah.
They were really loud.
Like their football.
Yeah. And atmosphere, and it was horrible because we lost. But that Champions League night.
Let me get Bayern Munich.
No.
Go on.
Not at Anfield, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When Theo run.
Yeah.
When they scored again, I've never felt anything like it in my life. Like, that place shook.
Yeah.
And the noise afterwards was just unbelievable.
Yeah.
So atmosphere, for one moment, it had to be that. Although we lost and it was horrible, I mean, it was mental.
Was it really? Yeah.
Yeah, it was mental. You just
So
stood
emotional.
back and you was like, fuck's sake.
See the end result is so Arsenal though.
Yeah,
under
of course it
Wenger.
is.
We are, for all the shit that we've won.
There's been some bad ones, isn't there?
Yeah, we have underachieved. That early 2000s, like when Wayne Bridge scored that goal against us. Yeah. I think that we should have won the Champions League that year.
We definitely should have won the Champions
But
League.
But we've massively underachieved.
I always said, and I know I was obviously quite young when it happened, like 13, 14, but when we went unbeaten,
yep.
Yeah, I always said that the year after that, we could have signed anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody in the world would have come to Arsenal that season.
Yeah,
we just went unbeaten in the greatest league in the world.
Yeah.
And we did nothing.
I mean, that's where, I mean, pro-Arsenal fans are going to hate me for this, but it is what it is. That's where Fergie didn't rest on his laurels. It was like, I've got to get better. I need better. We're not fucking... we won the treble. We've got to try and go again next year.
I'm glad you brought up Fergie. I'm going to put you on the spot now. I'm going to bang you so far on the spot. Because I had this conversation in work the other day, right? Who's the greatest manager of all time?
Who's the greatest manager of all time?
Is it Fergie?
Yeah.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, like new bods now will say Pep.
Yeah.
But it's, or even Mourinho for what he's done. But look at what the fucking geezer's won. Really.
It is, isn't it?
He's a sir.
Yeah.
He's a sir. Sir Alex Ferguson. It's like, when people refer to him, like all his old Man United players, Sir Alex. Oh, it's an element of respect, but it's Sir Alex. Of course he's fucking him. All right, he had 20 odd years with Man United. Of course he's fucking him.
But do you judge him that he's the best because of how many things he's won?
No, not just that. I just think like the whole mind game thing. He was the best at everything.
I look back and think, how many times over the course of those 26 years did he rebuild? How many times did he have to start again? And the answer to that question is probably zero, which is why I think he's the best. Because every year, when you think they're going to fade away, he just went and bought 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And that 1 and 2 kept him ticking over.
Yeah.
And in the following year, he did 1 and 2.
Look at the most recent on that would probably be the whole Van Persie thing.
Yeah.
It's like, we lost it on goal difference, and he was like, it's not happening again. Arsenal, we probably would have sold 4 players and then finished 4th. From like just losing the fucking league. With him, best striker in the Prem, it's Robin Van Persie. I'll have him. Last year of his contract, come here.
Yeah,
you ain't going to Juve.
Yeah,
but that element of like Van Persie, really, we had him very young, so you could say like he's Arsenal, bit like Cesc Fabregas. Got him not as young as Cesc, but it was like he's Arsenal. He ain't going to go anywhere else. Like Cesc didn't really want to fucking go to Chelsea. I'd like to think so. The only place he was going to go from Arsenal was Barca. Didn't work out for him there. But with Van Persie, I felt that he was going to go to Juve. Juve were going to pay the more money, or Van Persie was going to have a change of heart and be like, no, I'm staying. Because I remember I went to that summer, I went out to Cologne and watched, and we just bought Santi Cazorla and Podolski.
Podolski, yeah.
And I was thinking, I like Podolski, left-footed, loved it. Santi was beautiful. And I thought, we're going to be all right. Song played, then he got fucking outed. But with Van Persie, I had something in me was thinking he ain't going to go Man United. No, he definitely ain't going to go Man United. And he went, and that for me is probably down to Fergie, because when you heard about when Fergie then went, yeah, I'm off, Van Persie was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing, mate? Where you going?
I've just signed a 3-year contract.
Yeah, don't leave.
And now you're leaving. So, and that says everything you need to know about Fergie. It was like who was it? When he had Ronaldo and then went out and bought Rooney.
Yeah.
it was like, right, who's the best thing coming? And Fergie knows his players. He don't need fucking scouts for that.
Yeah, of course
Fergie knows. But I think everything about him was the best. I mean, during the late 90s and early noughties, I hated Fergie.
Yeah,
I hated Kane. You hated them all because we were their rivals.
Yeah.
And you was all, and like, if you asked me then, who's a better manager, Wenger or Fergie? It'd be, of course he's fucking Wenger. Of course he's Wenger. But really, look at the grand scheme of things. He had Benitez clucking. Benitez went to a fucking press conference with all his notes and all that.
Yeah.
Keegan, the infamous fucking rant after the game.
Yeah.
He probably rumbled Wenger's feathers a few times.
He rattled everybody.
Fergie for me. Why? What's the conversation you've had? Who said what? Some cunt said fucking Jurgen Klopp, haven't they?
No, mate. Do you know what someone said? Someone said Pep, and then someone said Zidane, and I was like, why? And then they said something, and I was like, okay, that's a very valid point, actually.
Yeah.
Because no one's won the European Cup that many times in a row.
Is it 3 or 4?
3.
Yeah, 3.
And they was like, that's unheard of. And he done it in such a short space of time, and he won the league in the space of time as well.
Di Matteo won the fucking Champions League.
Yeah, I know, but obviously to do it 3, it's a big deal, isn't it, to do 3 years? But no, Fergie for me, and if I had to pick someone of the modern era right now, I'm just going Mikel Arteta, mate. He just come in, he picks up an FA Cup in his first few months. He beats Pep, he beats Klopp, he gets Lampard sacked. Yeah, I'm just going Mikel Arteta, mate. Absolutely no drama. What's the next subject?
Is that Deliveroo man come yet? Fucking hell. See what I mean? Pro Arsenal, wouldn't you? For me, it's Fergie. It's Fergie. Who was second?
I don't know, that wasn't a conversation, mate. I only asked number 1.
Okay, number 1.
We never got into it.
Listen, if you're not 1,
there's no point.
It's irrelevant, isn't it?
Basically.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it would probably be Arsenal, wouldn't it? No. I don't know.
Here's another one.
I don't know.
Who do you think was a better team? The City team that fucking broke all kinds of records a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Was it 100 points or 106 points or whatever?
Yeah.
100 goals. Or the Liverpool team last year?
City one.
See?
Yeah.
That easy?
Yeah.
Is that because you like Pep and hate Liverpool?
I don't hate Liverpool, to be honest with you.
But a lot of people would say the Liverpool feat was better than Arsenal's unbeaten.
No, it's not, though, is it? No, it's not.
But Arsenal drew 12.
Don't care.
I'm not saying that because I'm being like I'm on your side here because obviously being an Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
Unbeaten.
Yeah.
Got the Gold Cup. No one else has. Why is it that Arsenal's feat is better than Liverpool's?
Because we had a 0, mate.
But we drew 12.
But it don't matter. We had a 0.
Yeah, but Liverpool fans sitting there and he's saying, yeah, but you drew 12. Look how many we won. You drew 12.
I don't care, mate. There's a 0. That's like someone shagging 98 birds and I've shagged 100, but they've shagged 98 better looking birds, but I've still shagged 100, so I've still won. I've still got more than you. We had 0 L's. Don't care what you had.
Yeah, but Robert Pires dived against Portsmouth.
I don't care. Mohamed Salah dies every single week, mate. It's not happening. No, the only thing I will give Liverpool, the only thing I respect Liverpool for is, and what I think is a fantastic achievement, but still no 0 L's, they done it consistently for 2 seasons.
Yeah.
That was the only thing that I thought was mental. Like, they done it for 2 years.
Yeah,
like,
that drive. I mean, they were just unfortunate the City were that fucking that good.
Like, they would consistently, over a space of a longer period of time, probably better than what that Arsenal team was. But you didn't. You lost, mate. Yeah. So I don't care whether you lost by 1 millimeter. You fucking lost.
So if you've got a game Super Sunday coming on, bring it back to the old school. Andy Gray, Martin Tyler.
Yeah.
Sorry, Andy Gray. No one likes him.
Yeah.
There's a few people that do. Andy Gray, Martin Tyler. Richard Keys is in the studio. Are we allowed to say them or are we not?
Probably not, mate.
Probably not, but anyway. We're bringing back the Arsenal Invincibles to play the Liverpool team that is now. Who wins?
I don't know, man. I don't even know how you answer that. I really don't. Because
is it a fucking boring 0-0? Or is it we play on a counter-attack, let them have the ball? Or do we have the ball? Does Thierry Henry make Virgil van Dijk look a pillock?
Do you know what, mate? I think...
Does Vieira lamp Jordan Henderson?
I'll be honest, and probably not many people might think of it like this, but I reckon we completely out-bully them and physically wise, we outrun them. Because people forget how big that side was, mate.
Yeah, all over 6 foot and all.
Mate, that side was massive. You know what I mean? People forget how big of a lump Henry was. Pires. And they forget.
Yeah.
Like,
all 6'2".
Yeah.
I mean, the smallest was probably Ashley Cole.
Yeah.
And Lauren, and that was it. Everyone else was over 6 foot.
What you call him?
Who?
What you call him?
Ashley Cole.
No, the other one.
Lauren.
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 I'm like, Lauren, mate. All right, go on, Lauren, up front, mate.
Ralph.
Go on, Lauren, take the penalty, son.
Yeah, go on. Poker face.
Yeah, I reckon we could just outdo them. Because, like I said, people forget just how big that side actually was. Like, they wasn't just technical. They were powerful
solid,
people. Yeah. We'll have them up, mate.
Yeah.
We would have them up. No drama. Can you imagine Henderson versus Vieira?
No.
Mate, you're getting absolutely gloved. Cole versus Salah? I don't think so, mate.
Listen, Ashley Cole's the best left back of all time, in my opinion.
Wind your neck in, fellas. You sit back there, mate.
Yeah. Stay there.
Exactly.
We'll show you how to get a 0.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. Yeah. So Fergie, Arsenal, pro Arsenal. Villa or Leeds. Getting back to that. Have a think about it.
I don't know.
As we said, one for the fans, so they can possibly message in and say whatever.
Let them answer it, because I actually want to know. I actually don't know how to answer that.
I think people will go on sort of what
people will go on what they've won, which means it's going to be Villa, isn't it?
So you're a football player,
and
you got.
Oh, if I'm a football player now and I've got to pick who,
I bet I know where you're going.
Where?
Leeds.
Yeah, probably.
Bielsa's something else, isn't he?
Yeah, I probably would.
You know your onions about your players and your managers, and that Bielsa. For me, looking back on stuff, he was before his time.
Yeah, 110%, 110%.
Because even when he was with Argentina, they didn't know how to fucking play under him.
No, even when he was out, Spain, they didn't know how to play under him.
No. And speaking to a few sort of Leeds players, they're like that. Fucking easy.
I speak to Leeds players.
What?
I know.
Listen.
I know Leeds players.
If they're fans and they like what I do,
who is it?
I can't name drop.
No, of course you can.
No,
Come on.
No, I can't do that. No. It might put them in trouble.
Why?
Because they'll get told you shouldn't be on social media. They probably do it behind Bielsa's back. You probably don't know. He sits on a fucking bucket.
Yeah, mate, that's a fucking proper geezer, that is, mate. On a bucket.
And they specially made something for him as well.
Got a little cushion on it as well, like a little padded little bucket.
What a man.
I want it.
I like the way he just fucking has an interpreter in with him. You can fucking speak English.
Yeah, you definitely. Like, same
that
with
was like
Pochettino.
you
can speak English, you fraggle.
Yeah.
You're just on a wind-up, mate.
But that geezer there that's next to him, guaranteed he's on $100,000 a year.
Yeah, probably, mate. And he's always got that silly smirk on his face because he's thinking, you journalist, you dickhead. Bielsa's sitting here going, look at this silly cunt's haircut. Thinking this journalist definitely goes sharp barbers in London at midday, has a Peroni, posts it on Insta saying, out tonight, but I'm starting early doors.
Yeah.
Can we talk about Arsenal now? We're 50 minutes in.
50 minutes, Jesus Christ, I'm surprised people will still be here.
I want to talk about my football club against Manchester United.
Go on, then you go. So what do you want to talk about, Bo? What are you...
I'm going through everything, mate. I'm going from the back to the front.
Okay, so what are you happy with? And then what are you sceptical about? And then what are you fucking pissed off about?
Right, cool. Right,
where are we starting?
Right, we're going to start at the top.
Good. Start with good.
We're going to start with the top at good. So when you see that team sheet come out, right?
Yep.
You're looking at it. You've got Saka missing. You've got Tierney missing.
Yep.
And you've got Uber missing.
Yeah.
They're our three most influential players.
Yeah.
Probably the first three names on that team sheet, yeah?
Yeah.
Best, most influential defender, forward, and our captain. And they're missing. We're playing a side who's probably the most dangerous side away from home in the league.
Yep.
Side who are second.
Yep.
Full of players who could change a game in a matter of seconds.
Yep.
Yeah? And I know people are going to say to me that Man United are in a false league position. That's bollocks, mate. After 21 games...
You are where you are, because you are.
There's no false league positions.
No.
They deserve to be second.
Yeah.
And I thought we played really, really well. Like, the most... What Arteta, I don't think, get credit for is we've gone from a side who conceded untold goals, who had the most individual errors leading to goals in the league, yeah? We're now 21 games into the season. We haven't had a single individual error leading to a goal. Not one. Yeah, we've completely shored up that back line.
Yep.
We're compact.
Yep.
We defend as a system. It's tactical, and we know what we're doing. Arteta and his coaches need credit for that massively. Yeah, and then when you change from a side who concedes so many goals to a side now who concedes relatively few, you're going to lose something going forward.
Yeah, of course.
But now we're starting to see it all come together.
Yeah.
But with a back five, the keeper, I think everyone was questioning the club's decision. Yeah,
Because of Martinez leaving.
Over Leno and Martinez, fully justified what we done.
But do you know what? But people have done the same thing with Fabianski when we won the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Like, what do we do with fucking?
Of course, but they do. They always
Czech and Fabianski.
I
a few good games for Martinez. How long's the geezer been there and he ain't broke through?
And you've been in the Championship and you haven't broke through. So the club was right. We made the right decision. Leno is probably the best shot stopper in the league for me. I don't care what anybody says. He is the best shot stopper in the league. That save he made a couple years ago at Wembley from Sissoko is probably up there, top 10, top 15 saves. That save was incredible. And he does it every game, yeah? Then you got Big Rob Holding. He has been superb this season. Superb.
He loves it.
I know his distribution isn't the best, but that's not what he's paid to do.
No.
So I couldn't care
You're
less.
a defender.
Then the other decision that everyone was questioning in the summer, is it the right thing to do? Why have we done that? Is Cedric. And his last few games, he's justified what we done. Yeah? Plays right back, left back, comes in, does a job, professional, don't moan, lovely.
Gets on with it, doesn't he? Yeah.
And the best thing about the back five now, the best thing is it doesn't matter who the personnel is. For the first time in years, we aren't sitting there thinking to ourselves, it needs to be him. It needs to be him. It doesn't matter.
They've got a system now so that people can slot in and they know their role, don't they?
We've seen 4 different fullbacks this season.
Yeah.
We've probably seen 5 or 6 centre-back pairings.
Yep.
And it works. It's the same result.
Yep.
We play well and we keep a clean sheet.
Yeah. Of course, it's frustrating when we do lose or and things like that. But like you said, they've got a system now. The back five, especially including the goalkeeper, they know how to play.
Exactly.
It's like, and I said it before. I think I said it last week when you have like Pep Guardiola that spends all this money. You have to buy into the philosophy of the manager. Listen to what the manager is saying. Do what he wants you to do, and everything will fall into place.
And it will work. And now we're seeing it now. That back five doesn't matter who plays there. It doesn't matter. It still works. And that's the best thing. And that's the most thing credit you should give to Arteta is for that.
Yeah.
And then,
but he's not going to get the credit because, as you say, going forward, we're not the Arsenal that everyone knows. Do you know what I mean?
We're not there yet, but we're getting there. Then you move into midfield. Then we're going to move into my boy. Yeah, we're going to talk about Granit Xhaka. Yeah, since Partey's come in, this bloke is a whole new man. Yeah, he's totally different, and I know Partey needs credit for that because he's obviously played a part and he's world class and he'd probably get into most midfields in our league. How we got him, I don't know. But Granit Xhaka, since he come in, has been incredible.
Because Granit's not, as we said last week, he's not doing.
Lifted.
Yeah, he's not doing. He's like the whole captaincy thing. He's not worrying about. Fuck me, I need to go and do this because
Exactly.
Partey's do like the way he mops up.
It's incredible. And Xhaka was trying to do all of that, and now we're not. Now we've let the shackles off Xhaka, and now he can play the way that he was playing at Gladbach and at Switzerland, which is what we brought him for. He's in the final third making interceptions. He's playing incisive passes. He's opening their fullbacks up with passes to Tierney and to Uber and Pepe, whoever's playing on the left.
Yeah, in between the centre half and the fullback. Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? Then you've got the Cred and De Bruyne. Yeah, you've got the no-gel Jack Grealish. That's what I'm calling him. He is the real deal, Al, mate. You know when we're saying you can't teach certain things?
Yeah.
You can't teach someone how to drop a shoulder, mate.
No.
You can't teach that. You either got it or you got it.
Yeah.
And he done it the other day to Fred.
What did you call him?
Right, the gel-less Jack Grealish, mate.
And what else before that?
The Cred and De Bruyne.
I like that, yeah.
The Cred and De Bruyne, mate. The no-gel Jack Grealish. He is incredible. And the best thing about him is, you see when he actually drops the shoulder... He ain't looking then to shift responsibility. He's not looking for the quick ball.
Let's carry on, doesn't he?
He drives, bang. And then it doesn't matter how big you are, how good you are. When you are driving at such pace and power in the Premier League, you become very difficult to stop.
Yeah, because when you watch Premier League football live, and you think some players that are slow on TV, and then when you see them live, you're like, fuck me, aren't they quick?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And he's gone. And then there's always a final ball with him. There's always something.
He doesn't overcomplicate stuff.
He doesn't.
9 times out of 10, I don't think he plays the simple ball, but he likes an intricate ball as well. It's like the goal against fucking who was it? West Brom.
Oh, the little
like the one that came into his feet from Bellerin, and it weren't like a touch and then a pass. It was first time bang. There.
That's what he does.
And but he don't dwell on it. He don't look at a pass and think, I've done me bit. He wants to keep going.
Yeah, but that's how it should be.
And then, go on.
Go on.
And that's probably why he's outed like Willock.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you know what I mean? Willock's like a decent talent, but
it's a different type of player, though. I think
but and like Reece Nelson is sort of similar, like the ball at the feet, play intricate plays, but with ESR, he's very. I just like the way. Yeah, I like the way he plays football. Keeps it simple, but he looks Grealish like, can float with the ball. I'm not going to say he's better than him.
He's the real deal. And then Pepe,
he's improved.
Nicolas Pepe with confidence. He's going to be a player, mate.
Different player.
Yeah, he done 400 step overs against Luke Shaw, and Luke Shaw did not have a clue.
Yeah, but listen, on another day, and like even in the second half when he cut in, like we went on a counter attack,
chances go in, mate.
On another day, it's going in, like, and we're winning the game, fucking 4-0. All right, but then look at Cavani had a few chances and whatnot, but at least Pepe's getting into those positions, and he looks stronger moving with the ball.
The thing with Pepe is there was a couple of occasions the other night where he got barged, and you're expecting him to go down, and he never. And that makes such a difference. He kept going. And
I said it last week that he needs to beef up a bit. Yeah. But as you say, it probably comes with a little bit of confidence.
It does. And I think he looked a different man the other night. I really do. So as a whole, I'm looking at that game, and I was happy, mate. I was absolutely buzzing with it. I know we should have won, and it's a bit unlucky, but still, they're second in the league. We've played them twice this season, took 4 points, ain't conceded a goal. Trust the process. Trust Arteta. We will get there.
Lean forward.
All the deadwood's gone. Everything's out. Oh, we're involved, mate. Yeah. I'm absolutely involved and committed. Trust the process.
Aubameyang.
What about him?
Do you think he walks back into the side?
Yeah, Aubameyang's my big boy. You know that.
Okay.
Yeah, he walks straight back in. He's your captain. He's your talisman. He's been having personal issues going on, which we all know. Once you've got personal issues,
your head's fucked.
Your head's gone, mate. Playing football means nothing. It's not the same. You're not involved. Your head just wanders, and that's it. When he comes back, he goes straight back in that team, and he'll be putting that ball in the top bins again. I'll be throwing cushions. I'll be slapping Nan. I'll be throwing drink over the gaff.
How's your Nan?
Yeah, she's all right. Fractured her wrist, don't she?
Silly old cow.
Tell me about
How's she done it?
Making herself busy in the bedroom, hoovering and that, turning the computers off. When I told her, don't touch my computer because it's doing stuff. Gets involved, doesn't she? Comes in with her hoover, giving it large.
Yeah.
Giving it large with Etty. And she fell, wasn't she? And then I had to spend my afternoon up the hospital.
And then you can't even go in the hospital, so you have to leave. And then you get the phone call by the time you get home, come back and pick her up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Liberty, all because she can't mind her business, go downstairs, put her feet up, scroll through Instagram, watch Netflix, watch Home and Away on Channel 5
Doritos.
at 1 o'clock, eat Doritos, make rock cakes, have a cup of tea, and stay out of the bedroom.
Now she's fucked it. Now you're not going to get your rock cakes. You're not going to get like a tray of like biscuits, like shortbread and like cups of tea brought upstairs.
It's so annoying because I rang the house phone and it was like, Nan, can you make me coffee and put it on the stairs? Save me going all the way down.
Yeah.
She can't do it, can she?
But if she does, it's going to take long, so you got to call a day early, ain't you?
It's ridiculous. I just went on Uber Eats and fucking got Starbucks delivered, mate.
You went on what?
Uber Eats and got Starbucks delivered.
Fucking scum.
Uber! Right, before we wrap this up, because that's an hour and 1 minute, so I doubt anyone's going to want to listen to us for an hour and 1 minute.
No, if you're still here...
Thank you.
Sweet as, thank you very much. Like, episode 3 will probably just as long, so prepare yourself.
But, have you got internet on your blower?
I think I have. Yeah.
Yeah? Go on.
Transfer deadline day.
Yeah, go on there and just see if we've missed anything.
Oh, do you know what? I just found out before we started this is that, why am I looking like I fucking pulled my neck? That Diego Costa was offered to West Ham. Are you having Costa?
No, I'm Starbucks, mate.
You're a piece of shit. Cafe Nero.
I like Nero.
Hang on, what website do you want me to go on? Because we're name dropping here. We're fucking. Oh, we're gonna. What do you want?
Are you thick?
Yeah, but is Jim there?
What?
Sky Sports.
Yeah, so where else are you going to go?
I don't know, could go BBC.
No.
Oh, look, Liverpool signed Davies from Preston.
Yes, good signing that.
Yeah.
Good signing that. Not enough big clubs shop down in the Championship, and it really pisses me off.
Who else we got? Yeah, I'll keep this fucking quick. Deadline day live. Ainsley Maitland-Niles.
Yep.
Nothing. Here we go.
What?
Watford have signed the sons of Dennis Bergkamp and Maurizio Pochettino.
Shut up.
The Championship club announced the arrival of Mitchell Bergkamp, son of Arsenal great Dennis, on an initial 6-month contract on Monday.
Lovely.
No one cares about Pochettino's son.
Nope.
Eat shit.
Shit, mate. He won't win anything.
Yeah, look, Klopp would not normally look at Preston. Yeah, no shit. Ben Davies. Mandragora. Turin divide. Anything else? Ericsson, would it have been a good move? He ain't gone anywhere. He's staying now.
Martin Odegaard.
This is all a load of shit.
Martin Odegaard.
Hang on, let's try and... Hey, Delhi, a wasted talent at Spurs.
Yep.
Do you know who said that?
Who? Jose. Jose, probably.
Former Tottenham defender Michael Dawson.
Oh, probably Jose, mate.
Fuming. Yeah, other than that, mate, there's Maitland-Niles will be a bit of a coup for West Brom.
Yeah, that's a big signing for them, mate. That's massive. I thought when I see the rumours, I thought Southampton would take him.
Yeah, Southampton, Leicester, and Newcastle were reportedly interested.
Yeah, no, that's a good move for them. That's a very good move. By the way, that's my Martin Odegaard song to Calvin Harris to get all the girls. We got Odegaard, Martin Odegaard. Now imagine being in a boozer singing that. You've had 2 Jaeger bombs, a pint of Guinness, you've got a porn star martini, and I've just let off a flare in the pub.
All of that will never be allowed ever.
What, even the song?
Yeah.
What?
You won't even be... pubs are going to be closing. They're not going to let you in. Yeah, especially you.
They're definitely letting me in,
fucking
mate.
flares.
With a flare in the boozer. Martin Odegaard, Martin Odegaard. We got Odegaard, Martin Odegaard.
Good signing or what?
Yeah, lovely, mate. Lovely. Ain't going to say it. Do you know what, though? Actually, he's bigger than I thought.
What? Like, as in, like, stature-wise or like, online? No.
Stature-wise, like he's bigger than I thought. Like, did you not think? Did you not look at him and think, "Oh, you're a bit of a lump, mate"?
Yeah. Again, I hope it's not. I hope the league's not too rough and heavy for him. I hope it's good. I hope it works out. Fingers crossed.
I think it will. Right, Al, are we wrapping this up?
Yeah,
No, we're not.
No, why?
We're not.
Why?
We're not. I got a 2 from 4 for you. 2 from 4.
Here we go. Weekly fucking edition.
Weekly edition. 2 from 4. Up front, you can have 2. Harry Kane, Sergio Aguero, Thierry Henry, or Alan Shearer?
Say that again. Aguero, Kane, Henry, Shearer.
Yeah, well, it's basically 1 from 3 because one of them's going in straight away.
Well, Henry's in.
Yep, that's what I mean. So basically 1 from 3. Shearer, Kane, or Aguero. And for all our fans, make sure you put your answers in the comment. Use the hashtag 2 from 4.
Of course you're not going to pick Harry Kane because you're an Arsenal dick.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Fucking mug.
Yeah, you're so going to pick
That's where the cab driver's going to chime in and, fucking cab driver mug. Disrespecting the trade. Certainly.
Answer the question, mate. Who you going with and why?
Yeah, fucking hell.
Hard one, that, ain't it?
Yeah, that's horrible. What formation are we playing?
No, don't overcomplicate it, mate. Clearly you're playing 2 up top. Don't overcomplicate it.
Okay, just because I didn't like the cunt when he played, I'm going to not pick him and I'm going to go Aguero.
Are ya?
Yeah.
Henry and Aguero?
Yeah, I would have picked Shearer. But when Shearer played, like when he toe punted my fellow ginger, Neil Lennon, in the chops at Filbert Street, and then was like, get up. All right.
I wouldn't have had that, but
But yeah, listen, and Aguero. Because Shearer can't be trusted to last the season, but then Aguero can't, can he? They're fucking injured.
Mate.
Neither can Kane.
I'm going.
Fuck you.
Henry.
Don't you dare.
And Kane, mate.
You're scum, mate. You're a fucking piece of shit. How can you pick Kane?
What do you mean?
How can you pick Kane?
Mate, listen.
Explain it then.
All right, cool. Harry Kane's the second best number 9 in the world, mate. End of conversation. Done.
Lewandowski's number 1.
Lewandowski's none, but none. Lewandowski's 1.
9.
But Harry Kane is number 2, mate. No one in attacking wise comes close. The geezer.
It's not as simple as that.
It is, mate. The geezer, and I hate Spurs more than anyone. But sometimes you've got to hold your hands up. That geezer could play in midfield for probably 17 clubs in the Premier League. That geezer could play in midfield. He could play in midfield, number 10, or up top. He gets assists, goals. He does one-touch finishes, headers, penalties. How can you not? Sometimes you just got to hold your hand up and say, yeah, cool. He don't drink. He plays golf. He don't cheat on his missus. He just sits at home, lives his life, turns up, plays football, tries to injure everybody. Dickhead, but very good football player. I think that answers the question now.
What's he won? What has he won?
No, we're not talking about what he's won, mate. We're not talking about what he's won. As a football player...
But Alan Shearer took Blackburn to the fucking Premier League.
Yeah, I know, but why are you overcomplicating it?
I'm not overcomplicating it.
I just gave you a very credible answer.
Listen, I fucking... When Harry Kane was coming onto the scene and people were talking about Kane or Giroud...
Don't you dare say... Don't you dare...
You fucking was picking Giroud. And I was saying...
Giroud, mate.
And I was saying it was Harry Kane. I think... He's the bollocks, Harry Kane. I'm always praising him.
You dare slag off Ollie.
I'm not slagging him off.
Don't. That geezer is chiselled from the stones of Zeus, mate. That geezer is perfection.
Giroud or Kane?
Kane. But Giroud is probably, definitely in my era, but Giroud is probably the greatest link-up number 9 I've ever seen. Right.
That's a shout.
I can't think of a number 9 or
a link up
that could link up and play the touches Giroud play.
Alan Smith.
Them little one touches round the corner. Oh, mate, if we'd have got Suarez that season and you had Giroud and Suarez, that would have been the greatest little and large combination ever.
Since Niall Quinn and Kevin Phillips.
Yeah, mate, and that's a great shout, mate. I'll tell you, used to be my favourite. I said we was finishing 8 minutes ago. But do you know it was one of my favourite strike forces ever?
Let me have a go.
Go on. You're never going to guess it.
Mustafa Hadji.
Yep.
And Peter Undlove.
Nope.
Okay.
No, go on. Try and think about it. Used to be in the Championship. They went from the Championship to the Premiership together. Who is it?
Marcus Stewart.
Nope.
Give me the club.
Wigan. Incredible. Those were my guys. If they're following you...
Jason Roberts.
Yes, and his pal. Who was his pal? Who was his mate? Yes, and if they're following you... Get a shirt, no, they're not, sign it, and send it to me.
They're not.
Oh, useless. 60. That means you've got 60,000 wankers following you.
Yeah, sorry, guys. Jason Robertson, who?
Nathan fucking Ellington.
Oh, wow.
What a strike force, mate. Them two were incredible. I used to be Wigan on Football Manager for years because of them two. Them two were... they scored
Wilson Palacios.
They scored some bangers. Yeah, your pal Jimmy...
Here he is.
Oh, your pal, Big Jim.
Loves a shower. You seen his hair?
Mate, I'd love his hair, mate.
Unbelievable, mate. Seen his teeth and all?
I'm trying to get... I'm trying to be...
Sorting your hair, yeah.
I'm getting my Nashers done in Turkey. Meant to have that done 4 times now.
Yeah.
4 times I was meant to have that done.
You're not supposed to have it done.
No, mate, trust me, I'm getting it done. I'm coming back looking as close to Ryland as I possibly can, mate.
Right. For the 2 out of the 4 that people got to pick, Kane, Aguero, Henry, Shearer. Who's your 2?
I just told you.
No, I'm saying it for the fucking fans, you pillock.
Fucking look at them then.
So, pick 2 out of 4. Harry Kane, Sergio Aguero, Alan Shearer, Thierry Henry. Who's your 2?
Pick right as well.
Yeah. Henry and Aguero.
I should have put Lewandowski in there actually. That would have been even harder.
No. I'll have a...
No, that would have been easy. He's unbelievable.
I'll have a 2 from 4 next week then.
Yeah.
Are we going to end it now?
Well,
I got lamb stew to fucking get home to.
Yeah, I've got to get up in the morning at 4 for work. So yeah, let's call it a wrap.
Yeah, listen, if there's any sponsors out there can stop us having to go to work,
that'd be absolutely... No, actually, I wouldn't leave my job.
I wouldn't.
I love my job.
I still listen. I want to be a stand-up comedian. Going to be a cab driver.
I dispatch trains for a living. I love it.
Full-time kid.
I blow my whistle and I'm bang on it, mate.
Get me a job.
Bosh! Let it go! Let it go!
Crazy ginger train driver.
That's it, mate. I absolutely love my job. Right, yes, that's a wrap. Thank you, anyone. Thank you, everyone. episode 2. Make sure you like it, comment it, share it with your pals. Go on Apple Podcasts and review it. Don't be a dickhead. I know no
5 stars, 5 stars, please. Like Bo, the beard,
yes.
Crazy Ginger Cabbie, all the underscores.
Yes.
Follow, whatever.
Follow. And I'm going to sign out with the theme tune. That's like I expect like Phil Mitchell or someone to walk through the door then. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm fucking here, have it. Yes. See you later. Peace.
Bye.